stick to submerge the clothes to make sure that there aren't too many clothes, but enough to be able to agitate well. This actually holds a fair amount of laundry. I'm very impressed with that. And once I have all the clothes submerged, agitation method. Good upper body, arm movement, pecs of steel and death by the end of the winter time, maybe. Clothes have been washed. We're now we start by pinching the clothes in between the rollers, making sure you don't get your fingers stuck in between. Then as you turn the crank, it comes out the other side and into the basket. With the wet clothes, you put them through the wringer, putting it at the beginning of where the wheels pinch together, and then you roll them out, and it goes right into the basket. Nice and fluffy dry, just like Grandma would have done it. Recently, there's been such an interest in these with COVID and people doing things off the grid that I ordered this in June, and it just came in at the end of October. And they're still on back order. They cannot make enough of these to go around.
Hey y'all, I'm sitting here with my Lehman's hand washer, otherwise known as the James washer, and I just want to show people who are interested in it exactly how it works and if it's worth the money. I think it's really awesome, and it doesn't use any electricity, so once you pay for it, you don't have to pay to wash your clothes anymore. You just have to get a little bit of a workout using the lever, which is actually very easy depending on what size load you use and, you know, whether you put in giant blankets or just a couple of pairs of panties. Anyway, let me show y'all exactly how it works. This particular model has a clear top, which is cool, so you can see what's going on inside. You lift it off, and on the inside is the stainless steel container that's going to hold your clothes. Those little holes in the top are what shoot air through there, and it actually makes the swishing washing motion, which you'll hear in a little bit when I put some clothes in. And this is the lever, which is pulled back and forth. And then this is the squeegee, which is actually my favorite thing in the world. And if you don't get the washer, getting the wringer is worth every penny. Now what I'm doing is putting in a huge load of clothes, as you can see. this will change whether it's easy or hard to push the lever here, but it's never really all that hard. If you do a little less, it's a little bit easier. I got this baby hooked up to my spring, my gravity-fed spring water. The only sucky part about having it hooked up out here to my spring water and to the hose is that I don't have any hot water. So, oh, and the drain down and underneath has to be closed. Sometimes I add a little bit of baking soda, maybe vinegar, maybe I throw in a lemon. Sometimes I don't use anything. It just depends. With this much clothes, I will shove them down in there before I get started. Don't really have to do that, but I do it anyway. And put it top on where you can see. And then we're going to start to wash. This is how you do it. You push the lever back and forth, and it swishes through those little holes, pushing air and water through. And I'm telling you, it gets your clothes, if not equally as clean as a regular washer, it will get your clothes cleaner. It also builds some really, really good big fucking muscles. When you're done washing the clothes, you drain them by turning this lever underneath the washer. This is my favorite part, and this is the thing that is the most worth the money, is the hand wringer. You can see all the water that actually comes out of the clothing when you use it. It's completely amazing. Let me just show you this shit close up because I love the hand wringer. If you don't want to buy the washer because it's way too pricey, the hand wringer is totally worth it. You can see this is the sweater I made on my blog the other day, and it is very thick, and it's going to be a lot harder to get through the wringer than some things, but look at all the water that comes out. Isn't that awesome? And then it falls out on the other side into my little Pepsi crate where I catch stuff. Hey, how did boys' underwear get stuck in my laundry? Want to watch the water roll out with the wringer again? Just because it's that amazingly badass. Oh, but look at the fuck I did. That's never happened before.
Music in my heart from the very start. You struck a note that wrote the music in my heart.